Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imtiaz Mobin Chaudhary. My ID is 03. And today I am going to talk about BRAC UPJ program. And we all know BRAC is an international NGO, and it is probably the most successful NGO in the world currently. So BRAC has started their journey from 1972, and let's see a short introduction about them. So, BRAC is an international development organization, and it was founded in Bangladesh in 1972. And now they have already worked with more than 100 million people and living in inequality and poverty. And they have created opportunities to rise the human potential. And the let's talk about one of their program, that is UPG program. So UPG means Alta Poor Graduation Program. So what is this Alta Poor Graduation Program means? So this program is a holistic support that can empower people to forge a pathway out of poverty. So in the world, over 700 million people experience extreme poverty, and they earn only less than 2.15 dollar per day. So they are called the ultra poor. So this program has already worked with 2.3 million families, people, and families have graduated out of extreme poverty. And this number is the statistics only Bangladesh. And in this number, 37% of them saw income increased, and this program is also active in 17 countries across three continents. So our project is fighting the white cards. So in this presentation, we'll see about the project detail, impact assessment, theoretical analysis, and recommendations. So white cards, what does it mean? So let's see this. Our project is on Magur Khali, Satkira, Bangladesh. So Magur Khali is in beside the Bay of Bengal, and in Bay of Bengal we know that the sea water is saline water, and in this village the situation was like that uh, due to flood and cyclone, especially in 1970s, the saline water has rise to the local village too. And they in that local village there are so many shrimp farming, shrimp fishing is shrimp fishing farming is has created some difficulties for the local farmers, like the shrimp farmers created man-made barricade to reserve the saline water to cultivate fish. Now this saline water started to mixed with the soil, and this made the soil unfertilized, and it to become very hard to grow any crops. So the challenges was that the rising soil salinity, and due to the shrimp farming and climate change, making traditional agriculture difficult. So in the project, we saw that they were talking that in last 40 years before the uh, uh, project start, in last 40 years they couldn't grow any crops, like uh, so it was a very difficult moment for them. And without rice, these local people could not live as a farmer, so they need to ship their uh, they were in a shifting of their profession too. So this project become like a savior from them. And the salt that is white, so this is the project name, that white cards, because that salt was represented as a cards to the local village farmer. So the key initiatives were taken by BRAC, and they introduced salt-resistant rice, that is BRRI 47, and they integrated fish farming for varieties income, diversification of income. So the strategy was in the dry season they used to cultivate BRRI was a 47 variant of rice, and in the rainy season they used to cultivate fish, and their fish cultivation was also advised by BRAC. They introduced bhetki mas, so bhetki fish was their um, fish that they used to cultivate, and their total program was empowering the local women through agricultural training. So the project outcome was very positive. In the project outcome, we saw that they grew 48 months of rice using BRI 47. Like they were saying before the project that in last 40 years they couldn't grow any crops, but now they were used able to grow such crops, and this also increased their income. Like they spend 8,000 per biga and earn 25,000 per biga. And the climate resistant farming was also introduced to them. Their women was empowered with this program. So theoretical analysis is that social capital theory was implemented in this project. Like we saw the stories of Bashanti and her friends. So they united together, and that made it possible to grow that crops and take the training, because with the unity they find power in the numbers. And the institutional support that they got from BRAC is also a part of social capital for them, because this trust between the NGO and the local people work as a social trust, and this also created a collective resistance. So our recommendation for short time is that in that type of area we should focus on salt tolerant crop cultivation. We should increase community awareness about climate resistant farming, and we should uh, drainage, reduce the salinity by creating irrigation and drainage system. And for long time we should focus on inventing invention and R&D sector, because we need more saline resistant crops, we need more saline resistant fish farming technology, we need more um, crops variants to help the local people, because without the long time investment in the research sector it is not possible for us to create significant change in this type of areas. And the climate vulnerable areas should have such types of R&D support, research and development support to mitigate the changes of the climate. So that's all from me, and thank you, sir, for hearing me.